hesitation. Still I keep on chasing. I just want confirmation from you. All this hesitation. Still I keep on chasing. I just want confirmation from you.
Anytime you want me, you don't have to say please. And anytime you want me, I'll be there. Ain't nobody like you, even if I tried to. Only got my eyes on you, only got my eyes on you. 'Cause you make me feel alive. And you are, let's put this car in drive. Don't know what I did to deserve you, girl. You are perfect in my eyes. I know you inside out, you know me up and down. You can never make me walk away. What's left to figure out? Let's go get out this town. There's no need to play it safe again. 'Cause you make me feel alive. And you are, let's put this car in drive. Don't know what I did to deserve you, girl. You are perfect in my eyes. Perfect in my eyes. Perfect in my eyes. Yeah. Don't know what I did to deserve you, but I don't ever wanna hurt you. Don't know what I did to deserve you, cause I don't ever wanna hurt you. 'Cause you make me feel alive. And you are, let's put this car in drive. Don't know what I did to deserve you, girl. You are perfect in my eyes. Perfect in my eyes. Perfect in my eyes. Yeah. Don't know what I did to deserve you, girl. You are perfect in my eyes.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Garth Jameson? Yeah. Did.
You've been here 1,000 times, on repeat in your mind. Take a breath and make the jump. Leave the rest behind. You feel it burning in your palms. It's haunting you, it won't leave you alone. So tell me now, are you ready to go? Are you ready to go? Know where to run, where to hide. Try to get rid of the demons down inside. Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go? Are you ready?
Money Funster, my guy. What's up, brother?
Feels like I'm walking on fire. Always had it, we overlooked our problems. When we're in love, girl, our feeling shows. I know that you are gonna let me down. I know.
Yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here. Next. Level painting. Shit down. Hitting you up on that literal best of all days. Coming to you live from that Beats Lab in Round Rock, Texas. We're doing it again. Love minis in chat. Of course, Muddy Funster. LeBron Jr., what's up, man? Go Boy 76, Jax the Pirate. Recoil, the man, the myth, the legend. Darth Jameson. Tullus. The Bolted Brush. What's up, man? Ridiculous Chaos, of course. Still in Texas, baby. Kilty. Camo Specs. Ivan, over on YouTube. What's up, guys? So, let's fucking go. So, you guys listen to the podcast? Ivan says, loved you, Dark Angels. Balthasar sword painting technique you did. Will use it on my Swarmlord. Fuck yeah. Coming in from YouTube. So I'm gonna be. So we didn't get good news yesterday. We me and Wyatt specifically, was hoping to get the stitches out, and we were like already fantasizing about just boosting out of there. And it's we've come to the conclusion that they're just liars. So you got half the stitches out, you know, and they're like, you got to stay in here, and then we're gonna take the rest out. We're like testing you and seeing how, you know, blah 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 blah. Like, yeah, you didn't say any of this shit though, like fucking at any point during the previous commentaries we've had, you know. So we'll come to the conclusion that the entire medical staff is lying, including the doctor, on timelines to like basically trick you into doing the procedure, right? So like, you know, because, you know, he might not have done it, like at least not right now. We don't know what the motives are, but we know that no one shot him straight from day one. And so every timeline is false. Like, you know, it started with like, yeah, it's probably a couple weeks to, you know, I mean, we're like talking to the caseworkers and stuff, and it's like, I'm like, this is bullshit, right? And she's like, no, this is all super standard. Like, this is normal as hell. So it's like, wait. So this is like how it was gonna go down no matter what, at every step of the way, like at every like milestone, this is all standard? Then where the fuck did all these like nonsense timelines come from? Like, it was never gonna be 2 weeks, it was never gonna be 3 weeks, it was never gonna be 4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care, I'm here for Wyatt, but like for Wyatt, that's like, you know, that's like a weekly hope dashing session. You know? Like gritting through this bullshit, and then it's like, oh yeah, so like tomorrow's the day, and it's like, no, tomorrow's not the day. What are you talking about? Who told you that shit? You know, like, but you did, motherfucker. Go boy, yeah, sucks, right? Renegade says they always lowball you to not scare you, right? No, I mean, like, they lied to him for his own good. Like, I accept that. Like they lied to him so he would go in and do everything, and so they could kind of trap him to now go through this healing process that they want him to go through. And they're just pandering to him, but no, I get it. OnePlus 7 says, I love it when people make up bullshit excuses and you're just like, wait, that's way worse. Yeah, like honestly, if they had just told them straight, like, here's how it goes down. You're going to be at the main hospital for a week. We're going to move you to the wound care clinic. Rule of thumb is about 2 weeks into that, we're taking staples out. But a week after that, we're taking half the stitches out, and then we're testing the pressure. Then a week after that, we're going to take all the stitches out. That's a normal set of fucking guidelines. Now, based on how fast you heal, it could be faster. You tell him that, he's like, okay, doc, let's do this thing. Not a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? And, oh, the doctor will be here on Tuesday to take him out. Like, dude, it's just all nonsense. So, like, it's depressing, you know? He had a shit day yesterday, man. Dar Jameson says he's going through the VA or something. Well, the VA, no, we're not. He's not at a VA hospital. No, he knows better than that. Granzer, what's up? Love Mini says, yeah, surgeons are profound liars. Wyatt is sad to be in the hospital. And sorry, yeah, you're right. And he's sorry he got me caught up in it, right? Like, that's another thing. He's like, there's that too, right? He feels like he's like a burden and shit. It's like, all of this is nonsense and could have been eliminated by honesty up front. But by the end of the day, we salvaged the shit beginning of the day. Spent some time with him last night, saw him this morning. He actually got a good night's sleep last night, shockingly. So, we're making some changes around there, though. That's like what's happening. Like, it's like, okay, well, I gotta be here longer? Fuck all this dumb shit you guys keep doing, so stop it all. So, made some progress there, at least, comfort-wise. That's right, Love Minis. So, we thought that we would be honestly out of the hospital by today. And I thought I'd be on a plane tonight. So, we're at least a week, 2 weeks left. So, I don't know what's we're gonna have to roll Yo Dogs over again. I don't know. I'll walk my mom through the reset and we'll probably do a month ender here. We gotta figure some shit out. But that's the update. That's the weekly update for the. OnePlus 7 says prime time for Last Epoch, in my opinion. Nah, I'll just wait for the game to get good. You know what I'm saying? I've got a game right now that actually has endgame activities in it. Not, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm gonna do that, and then when Last Epoch is good, I'll play it. The game is all about broken timelines. Nice. Story is top tier in the Last Epoch, no doubt. Top tier. D4 doesn't have endgame compared to what Last Epoch has, though. Isn't Last Epoch's endgame just doing their nightmare dungeons forever? Isn't that like what everyone complained about before? See, this is what's going to piss me off, let's say this. Because Last Epoch is not Blizzard, everyone's like this. Just like fucking Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate was trash. Game has terrible fucking animation. Average as fuck voice acting. Melodramatic dialogue. It was borderline in an unplayable state for like weeks. But it's not Blizzard. It's the greatest game of all time. So, that's what Last Epoch is doing. They're going to be riddled with many of the same things that D4 was riddled with in the early game, in early progress, but no one's going to fucking care, and they're going to forgive them. Love Mini says, of course, you could just bring in Sweats in a wheelchair and come. We can, but we brought that up, and though you can leave whenever you want, and it is not a prison. They set it up where you kind of can't leave whenever you want, and it kind of is a prison. Last Epoch has tier bosses, like actual real ones. D4 literally has nothing to do other than spamming Duriel Mile Pass to get 0.5 drops of repeat. I don't know if you know what literally means. D4 literally has nothing to do other than these two things. So you forgot like all the other stuff you did before you started doing that? I mean, you probably played for like 100 hours before you got bored. So you did like 100 hours of things. Altered Brush, Activision murdered your boy Diablo. Diablo's coming back, don't worry. Recoil says, yep, the hospital has a duty of care. As long as they consider you unsafe to go home, you can't really leave. Again, they'll threaten you too. Like, that's the thing. So say like, well, if you're going to go against medical advice, we can't do anything for you if you leave. And the way the insurance works, like, it's kind of, that's basically prison. Prison with, you know, a laptop and video games. Wampa says, I guess we just don't play the same game, dude. I'm still playing Diablo 4. I have 3 characters now. Like, I guess we just don't play the same game. Or we don't play for the same reason. I feel like you're the kind of guy who wants a game to last forever. Like you want to be able to play the same character, the same tune for 20 years. It's 100 hours of map farming. I don't even farm mats, dude. It's not even an activity I partake in. Like, with the one exception of going to the Helltide once in a while when I need Forgotten Souls. 1+7 says D4 artificially gatekeeping with mats. They did that this season. They did. They definitely made Veiled Crystal and Forgotten Souls more scarce to prolong how long it takes you to perfect your gear. They did do that. Jackal's Painting says, y'all still talking about the Wish.com ripoff of D4? Yeah. Otherwise known as Last Epoch. Oh, well, plus saves. He's spicy today. Says, your words, not mine. Last Epoch has no endgame, but Diablo 4 does. Yeah, it does. Its endgame is making new characters. And perfecting them and making their builds hype as fuck. And doing vault runs, pushing the content. But also, I'm mostly trolling you. There's just something about Last Epoch that, I don't know how to put this, sucks. Like, it looks like Fable 2 skinned over a fucking ARPG, which is lame. It doesn't play precise. It feels janky to me. And even when it was in beta, I felt that anytime I pressed a button, it was laggy. Every action felt laggy. Like, it did not feel AAA to me. It did not feel precise. And it's hard for me to enjoy that experience. OnePlus 7 says, you think Last Epoch is the best thing to happen to D4 because they can just copy paste the gameplay loops? Which they will if it costs them any money. Which they will which they will. Loop filters are dumb, dude. I don't even care about a loop filter, man. I don't understand all this crap. All these arguments people have OnePlus saves, I don't understand. They're like, I spend more time looking at my shit. I was like, I don't even pick stuff up. I don't even know what you guys are fucking talking about. Like, if I run through and pick up yellow stuff, it's just so I can get Veiled Crystal. Like, it takes me like 4 seconds to look at my shit. My stash is never full. Like, I can do like 4 more characters. My stash is never full. I don't have these problems, so it's hard for me to relate to people and their loot filters and their stash tab crybabiness. Even playing Diablo 2, I had like 1 mule for runes. Loop filters OP, so loop filters make you get better gear. Well, that's different. I didn't know that. Kyle Rhodes, what's up, man? Look, there's nothing you can say OnePlus saves to convince me that a game that feels like an Xbox arcade game is better than Diablo 4. It looks and feels like an Xbox 360 arcade game. Nothing anyone can say to convince me that Baldur's Gate is good. Alright, guys. All T's to the side. OnePlus saves is entitled to his opinion, even if it's ridiculous. See, Baltered Brush gets it, man. He gets it. I have influenced him in a real way, right? I'm an influencer you can trust. Because every other influencer talking about Last Epoch, because that's their job, is to hate on Blizzard because that's what their audience wants them to do. I'm not talking about you, OnePlus saves. I'm just trolling you. You like every game. Like, you're not even the thing. I don't care about you. You literally play every ARPG. You don't care. Alright, guys. All joking aside, we got to get back to Angron. Okay. So, What is the deal? So, okay, so still in Texas. Exclamation point recession. We'll do a Baker bar today. I need money. Crashing Adams says home Texas treating you well. It's all right, man. It's all right. Texas is fine. Just disappointed with what's been going on in the background. My poor boy. Got to get back back to the Beat Slap. My mom says I got so much mail stacked up. Like sponsorship boxes. Crashing Adams, why you okay? He's doing. I mean, he's healing, man. He's doing better every day. It's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. He's physically doing great. Now, exclamation point patrons, I did put the entire Thousand Suns project on Patreon in a one-stop shop post. So if you guys want to get caught up on your 1000 Suns paint jobs, what's up? Let's run over here and let's take a look. Let's review what we're on right now. Okay. That's right, Love Minis. She says, oh, big ass bags coming. That's the first order of business when we get back to the Florida Beats Lab. We've got to put out some prolific gift bags. And I will order up February's paint load too. But we're stacked. We're gonna distribute some thick, girthy sacks as soon as we get back. Then after that, I have to register my truck because it's unregistered, and then put new tires on it. And then my dad wants me to put a paint job on it because it looks like shit. And I'm going to because he did all this cool dadding stuff where he went and like fixed my tailgate and all my lights, and he's doing that thing, you know. And so I'm going to, so maybe we'll paint the truck green. I don't know. Time to stop driving my mom's car. So I gotta sort out Florida insurance. We've gotta get the long word. We got the Adepticon doubles to sort out. We gotta do the email tokens, and I gotta pay taxes in March. So we got like, this is kind of my timeline of bullshit we gotta do. Crash and Dennis is good. At least helps to have a friend here to support. Oh, for sure, man. More pigment. Am I gonna airbrush the truck? Oh yeah. Templar. What donation amount lets one pick your new truck color? If you buy the fucking paint job, you can pick the color. If you make it so I don't have to pay for it, I don't care. There's no color you can pick that I wouldn't drive. That's right, Bolted Brush dadding it up. Crashing at him. Adepticon is like a year away. Oh god, it's a month. War Pigment says a Macho Man Randy Savage scheme. Yep. Templar says that's not a number. I don't know how much it costs, man. I think it's probably like $1,000. I told my dad I would not pay more than fucking $1,000 to repaint my fucking 2004 Ford Ranger that has a faded ass killer coat on it. I'm not that embarrassed. Like, and I would only agree to those terms because he already did all this shit for my truck. Like, to me, it's just a complete and utter waste of goddamn money. But I'm only doing it for him because he really wants it. That, but he found a place in Ocala that I think says they can do it for a G, based on how much sanding they gotta do. Go Boy says, I got my room at Adepticon, so I'll be there to help out. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. The Balder Brush has hot pink truck coming in fast. I drive that. No problems. No problems. So anyway, this is our current tutorial lineup right now. We have this guy is all up on Patreon's business right now. If you want to see how we did this, and now what we're working on is we're in the extra innings of our Texas trip. So we're taking Wyatt's Angron and we're trying to finish him out. What we're currently doing is like the bitch work. So we painting like miscellaneous details. So we got the tabard, the skull packs, this back mount face, some of these details. So we're going through all the sub-assembly Wyatt did, and we're just locking in the details right now. Okay? And then kind of setting it up for its oil wash. And it looks like he's doing this patina effect. I don't know if he was using some bottled bullshit for this or not. I might have to. I don't know if he's in chat. He might be listening. I don't know what he used. I just normally use paint. War Pigment 404 added to the hot pink truck fund. Hell yeah, dude. So let me get some love in the chat from my man War Pigment. Now, I don't want to go much further than this. I want to kind of get everything to this point. Okay? Oh, there he is. Wyatt says it's hella thin turquoise paint. That's exactly the kind of shit I would do. Now, did you already wash this stuff? Or, because it looks... So I just hit this top piece, Wyatt, with straight up, whatever, ancient bronze or whatever. Okay. Did you hit this with a wash? Like all of this already? Chaotic Painting, what's up, man? Like, what else is going on here? Are these like oil washed and turquoised? Is that what I'm seeing here? Is this... Because I gotta make the metals match, you know what I'm saying? Yo, my man Go Boy coming in with the 420. It's my guy. He smokes weed. White says yes. So did you do the black wash, the multi-black? Is that what you did? Our Scott 21 months back to Bizak. Let me get some love right there in chat, dude. And also, since I got White in here, so you use the multi-black. That's pretty much all you use, right, for everything now? So, question. Is his skin something that you would traditionally hit with the multi-black as well? Would you just let it ride with your airbrushing and some highlighting? What would you normally do there? Oh, he said yeah. So you would paint the skin, or is that a reference to you basically only use multi-black now? I was not going to wash his skin. Okay. That's the information I needed. So we use multi-black and everything. You weren't going to wash the skin. Okay. I can work with that. So I can work with that. Got some multi-black right here. What do you use to apply this? Do you have a special brush for this that laying around that I'm not seeing? It's been a while. I just probably need to find a brush. You've got like this random little red brush just chilling in the top of your drawer. That looks a lot like what I keep for oil. Says he doesn't care. Now, next follow-up question, Wyatt. I'm seeing the purple notes in his red here. Was this like an undercoat blue to red situation, or is this like, or was this like just burnt red to red? Do you have a recollection of that? Purple base. Okay. Was it dark purple? Like, or just stock purple? Do you remember? Like, it's got to be a dark purple. It can't just be the stock purple. That's either way. That's enough information. For this solvent, Wyatt, what do you do to get it out of here, or do you just dip your brush in here? What's your move? Do you just dip in? Dip in? Okay, that's what I do. I didn't want to infiltrate your shit if that's not what you do. Okay. So, it looks like this was washed, just not patinaed. Just very... So, I'm also keeping this as like my touchstone for how lightly he's washing this stuff. Because he's very light with it. Premix. I mixed the two... and a bottle cap. Do you use a pipette for that, Wyatt? Do you use like a squirting device, or do you just kind of like dribble it on your counter, on your table, to get it everywhere like I do? That's what I do. I just get it everywhere. You just put some in there, like that. You just get it out. Okay, so I was like 5 brushes of solvent to 1 brush of black. Now my technique's a little bit different. I usually just come in pretty much with the multi-black, and what I do is I install it kind of right where I want it using a stippling motion like this. And I try not to use almost any solvent when I'm doing that. And then as it starts to curate, then I grab solvent and I mess with it. But so we're just using a little bit why I should do a commercial for multi-black. Like the Frank's Red Hot commercials. Don't you need to gloss varnish before you multi-black 1+ saves? No. No, I'm asking you. It's for education purposes, Wyatt. It's talking points. No, you actually don't need to varnish at all with oils 1+ saves because they're not water based. They have almost no interaction. No, they're not. They physically cannot reactivate the paint. What they can do, the only negative interaction you're going to have is if you're pushing too hard and scrubbing. But this oil, it literally can't reactivate acrylic paint. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting it where I want. And I'm taking this much thinner compound down here for these pipes. And mainly, this is because we need a filter over this bronzing because that's what all the bronze on the piece already has. And see, this is where you want to be careful not to have any of it puddling up down here. So I'm just kind of touching Now this is where if you see any issues, you just dry off your brush, dip for solvent, and you can use this to kind of erase mistakes. Why it's like, I don't care. I'm just grateful you're doing this. So let's just put some right here. Let's move over here. Now, down here, we've got the chain down here, and we did most of the volume already. So we're going to go with the thin down multi-black here and just put it on the metal. I'm trying to avoid getting on the skulls because the skulls are basically painted. Like, they're fine. They don't need a wash. We layered them up correct. Now, this blue fabric, is this something you would wash normally, Wyatt? Or would you just kind of work it with some glazing technique? Cinnamon Nightmare, what's multi-black? Mr. Hobby product. It's an amazing oil wash. And I think he would probably put some here. So we're using the very thin stuff right here to cover up my aggressive dry brushing. A little bit on the metal parts where metal touches metal mostly. If it's got deets from the sculpting. Yeah, so I did a little bit of transitioning here, a little bit of extracurricular brushing already, and I took it brighter than what was already there. So now I'm going to bring that thin multi-black on, like Wyatt was mentioning. And there are fabric details that we're letting it get into and subtly darken. There are like little hitches and scratches and stuff, and it's going inside there. We've got these leather straps back here that we painted in. What are we doing? Of course, you're washing the butt cape. You're right. The nut curtain needs a good washing. And so I'm making sure that when we put this wash on, it's putting a border between the red and the brown on those leather straps. And so now as you see it curing up here, you see we've got that filter and we've got a little bit of dark stuff clinging to the recesses, and we did keep it off his skin for the most part. Okay, so we're gonna just move this off to the side and let it just chill. Okay, I'm gonna probably, so this is his like top crown piece, Wyatt, and so I painted like the World Eater symbol in there. Skulls on the stuff. This, I think I would have airbrushed this white to match this chest plate that you did right here. Because it's like, this is like how it connects, right? And I thought about hand painting it white, but I'm like getting up under that fucking bullshit. I was like, nah, dude. That's just dead to me. Nothing but curtain. Yo, go boy, that's hilarious. One Plus Save says, butt cape is just a PC way to describe poop towel. You're right. Which Angron definitely has if he achieved this level of objectification. Same thought. So what we do need to make. I would like there to be some separation in here, but I think GW. Like there definitely needs to be a little separation in here. So I think I see where the separation needs to be. So let's put the oil down. We're done with it for now. I'm going to just take some solvent and just go like this. Put it back in the drawer where I will use it later. Move the solvent and the multi-black into back to its original location. Where's my parchments? I'm always shout out to the 13th voice as I'm thinking of getting back into painting my figs. Should I prime white? Should I prime them black? Yeah, prime the bitches black. Priming models white is typically a trap unless you're fucking painting white scars. And even then, priming them like gray is better. So we need to create a little separation here because white didn't airbrush it white or anything, and it's all just a bronze color. So an easy separator is going to be just to use the silver. Okay. So what we can do here, Recoil's mom in chat, what's up? Is we can pick out these latches right here. So let's take some of this dark silver right here and let's paint. I'm just using like Raw Dog, high opacity, low moisture. And I'm going to paint these latches that are kind of like built into the support structure. Like so. I'm just using my little brush and I'm mostly doing little stipples. Just a kind of to acknowledge that this architecture might be of a different material than the rest of the stuff around it. Goes a long way in models that have a heavy armor feeling like this. Just kind of picking up these little latches here and there, little couplings. Same thing goes, you know, when you're painting like a Knight chassis, right? You know, you spray it all up in the silvers and then you kind of want to walk away from it. But if you take a few minutes to go through and kind of cut in some of these latches, like a bronze or something else that's not silver, you typically will get a much better result for a pretty small amount of brushwork. And I'm willing to cut corners at all times. The thing is that this is a pretty forward-facing element of the model in its prime viewing angle, and so this there's a calculated, time sync, right? Put the time in on this thing. RN royalty in chat. What's up, JDA? Rico's mom. Rico's mom and Rico are like, hello, mother. Hello, son. So let's take a little bright silver. And we're just going to put some tight little highlights in there. Bright silver mixed with the dark silver slightly. And let's just run in right here and do a little heart pull. Little tracer. High opacity, low moisture. Little heart pull right here. See, we're just boxing that little thing out. And don't worry if you get a little janky on the line work. Metal's okay. Metal is easy to come back from if you get a little sloppy. See, I'll just go back to the dark silver and kind of just blur out how sketchy some of that looks. So we got these latches. Let's get a little bit brighter. Like to get just a little bit more on this top piece. Little tracer right there. Okay, so I think does the arm go in before the chest goes in? Wyatt left the arms out. I think the arm goes in. Templar. Never have I ever been worried about that. Worried about what? Is that a reference to something I literally just said? Sketchy lines. Oh, yes. You have never been worried about sketchy lines. So this connects to that little spot right there, you see? Oh shit. Oh yeah, I remember that. You can actually connect this without gluing the chest on. I remember we did that on our Angron. That's actually... Forgot about that. I completely forgot about this. You actually don't need to glue this. You just need to glue the crown to the chest. And it can always come on and off. You guys remember that? So I'm using a little bit of plastic glue here on both sides. And you just weld these two latches together. And then you can actually always just slide the chest on and off. Or over his head. See? Connected right there. Let that dry. You'll always be able to slide that on and off. And that's going to make it a lot easier to manage now. Hold on. Let me see if I can bend this a little bit more extreme. Oop, oop, oop. I touched it. I shouldn't have touched it. We gotta let him chill. We gotta let that plastic glue set up. Okay, so we're moving this out of frame again. Let that just cure. Okay. What are these? Are these butt, knees, elbows? What are these? Shoulders. They're shoulders. The Roy, are you serious right now? That almost makes me mad. Recoil, god damn it. Well, your mom gets to pick out the color. The most legendary supporter in the history of my business. Recoil, Recoil's mom, and Squeak. You guys are fucking amazing. He just donated $1,000. Why are you so nice to me? Thank you. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. He says, you have a nice smile. All right, well, I said it, so you guys can pick the color. When I go down to this Ocala place, I'll get some swatches. And I'll bring them back. Or you just tell me what your idea is, and I'll see if they have the swatch. And I'll get as close to it as possible. I'll 100% paint my truck any color you say that they can do. Full disclosure, it is an Ocala located paint shop. They might not have hot pink. It might go against their Central Florida sensibilities to stock that as a car color. Full disclosure. It would be hype as fuck to get it hot pink though, wouldn't it? I fucking would drive the shit out of that. It's currently blue. It's basically like this right now. Oh, actually, I think I'd probably like Google it. Hold on. This is what I drive. Ooh! Hold on, let's do a little divergence. 2004 Ford Ranger. Blue. It's an Edge too. It's the Edge edition. We'll get a good picture of it. Here it is, right here. Now I have the extended cab. It's like, give me a better one. This is my shit right here. Why does this look so much better than mine? I don't have that fender. My shit's straight. This is it. This is what I got. Right here. On. Damn it. Yeah, it's this. We can do this. I can't see the chat right now, hold on. And I got my shit all over the place. Let me move my shit. We're gonna do this for a minute. The shit's tangled up on. Love Mini says hot pink and yellow, purple was everyone painted their trucks. 40K Sue in the chat, she said donut. God damn it, donut. $40K Sue, so we're gonna Photoshop this shit, Russ. So I'm no longer in control of the paint job for my truck. 40K Sue can give you more information. Was it not said that a Ocala based body shop was already researched? That was said. So that has been stated. We're going to do a little Photoshop. What's going on here? Why is this taking so long? Guys, this computer is a little less powerful than what I'm used to, so give it a second. Alright. Oof. Oh, yeah, I forgot. It does this thing where it doesn't like to do Photoshop. I have to do a screen capture. Hold on. Display. Okay. Okay, I can't see chat. Hold on, let me move it around. $40K suit is not. It is Recoil's mom. Her choice. So other cool moms club. That's right, Kramus. 40K says, and all 40K Sue says it's really hard to change the color. You can't get in all the nooks and crannies. So, I've never painted a truck before. Have you? Do you know about this? So, are they saying that they're gonna paint it the same color? Is that like do we know anything about? Like, I don't know how this works. We're gonna do this anyway. So the idea is they just paint it the same color and they just kind of spray it over this shit. Is that how they're gonna? Is that how the whole thing works? How come this truck looks so much better than my truck, Mom? Go outside and tell me, like, why does this looks better than my truck, right? Like, why does it look better? I'm fucking confused. Who knows about painting trucks? Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Let's do a layer mask real quick for hue saturation. We're gonna colorize. Let's just say, let's just do like this green real quick. And what I'm basically using this for is to take this layer right here and subtract from it. See, I'm setting up a layer so that we can go through colors quick. Or pigment. Are they stripping off the old paint? Fuck no, they're not gonna strip off the old paint. That shit costs more than my truck. We had the Blazer painted. So you had the Blazer painted? How was that? Like, so is it basically a cheap truck paint job is based on you kind of keeping it the same color? And is it based on like if they have to like how much of the clear coat's gone or like how much sanding they have to do because it's uneven? See this. So what we're doing is we're trying to do some separation here. Pretty sure that the mirror is not. There's a handle. Oh, let's take a look. What else? All right. Love Money says, no, you break the surface tension of the old paint job, repair it when you find light undercoat and then color. Clear coat. Love Minis, yours is lower for one thing. Yeah? Yeah, my truck does not look as cool as this truck. It's the same fucking truck, though. This is what I drive, guys. 2004 Ford Ranger. Usually only show cars get their paint stripped. My mom says. Okay, so now that we have this layer, what we can do is change it up. Oh my god, come on. No! Why is it like this, guys? I don't cancel. Thank God. Okay, so we can do like this, right? Mine does have a second window, for sure. 100%. Why don't I feel like it looks this way, though, Mom? She says, I would like blue with pink and purple flames. I used to have a truck. I used to have a Ranger that was like this. Do you remember this? Or maybe it was like, maybe more like this. Yeah, kind of like this. So, if we can go straight neon, if they can do that. We can do blue over, we can do a neon, we can do an Edgelord's blue. Like a cyan. And if it's true that they don't want, if it's true that it needs to stay in the blue world, then wouldn't like a cyan over the dark blue work? Right? Like it's like this, and then we hit it like straight cyan. Wouldn't that be hype? Yeah, I think it has different rims, or at least clean, brand new rims, Mom. So if we okay, hear me out, Request Mom. So if we want to do synthwave, then we do the truck in the synthwave blue, and then I have to buy like seat covers that are magenta, right? So you can see into the truck and see the magenta seat covers. But if we don't have to follow this rule, then we could go like this. I drive the fuck out of that. Yeah, hold on.
When you're by my side, I love it. Nothing in this world can hurt me. When you're by my side, I love it. We can leave the world be.
Recoil says, she said she likes blue, but she's thinking about it.
Everything about the world. So
Replaces no seat covers.
when I hold you in my arms, I wanna be here. Every day and every night.
Replaces. Look at that seat. You can't see this. You can't see the seats. You're right. That chug. Hot pink metal cargo cage. You can do that. Paint the tires, reappray. But 40K says that she likes the roll cage idea. Pure cosmetics, right? Here, look, I can go like so in the hot spectrum. We could hit a yellow. Wyatt says nobody said green or purple. We could make it like Death Guard green. We could just say, "Blah!" Throw up green. 40K Sue says we need new seats now. I mean, if we go cyan, right? We can go cyan. Then we can do, yo, we just caught that Fun Time Raid Monument Hobbies. What's up, Monument Crew? Cyan, truck, pink cage roll, yellow smiley face floodlights. End. Let's go. Monument Hobby says, how's the patient? Wyatt, he's alright, man. We're going to be here a little longer than we want to be, though. Unfortunately. Face Smasher says, is this Hugh Jackman's stream? We already have the yellow smiley face lights. I bought them for the Beetle. Hell yeah. Hairdo says, what's going on with Wyatt? Been in Iraq? He checked in for a medical procedure beginning of the month. Flew out here to take care of his cats, his affairs, and visit him in the hospital and bring him dinner. And I've been here since the beginning of the month. And they just keep kind of slow rolling them on timelines, so it's just been depressing. But what we're doing is we're workshopping a new paint scheme for my truck at this moment. We've got some ideas. So we're thinking synthwave colors, maybe a racing stripe would be kind of cool, but probably not a racing stripe. Probably a pink roll cage is what we're thinking. Like, you know, just I'm gonna sketchily draw Like if we had like just a situation like this, you know? It's kind of the thought process right now. Currently, this is what I drive, and it has it's clear coat on the hood, and on the roof is utterly faded to it's gone. It's like faded to nothingness. 2004. It's gonna come down to Recoil's mom. Black and pink would be on brand, Fly Monkey. Ooh, black and pink is not bad. We go black. And we can bring the roll cage in. We're not sure though, because what we learned is that an affordable car paint job comes from it not being like that much of a different color than what it already is. So if it's dark blue now and we can change it to like a cyan, that rides. Oh, pink out the grill too, Fly Monkey. Hell yeah, let's go. Blue sparkly, 40K Sue, like a candy coat blue. Let's fucking do it. I'm with it. It's 2004 Ford Ranger with like 80 horsepower. Fucking candy coat. Shout out to Recoil's mom. Is there anything particular you guys would like to see out of this paint job right now? What we're working on is Wyatt's Angron. This is his model. It's been sub-assembled on his desk, taunting him for a year while he's been unable to hobby in an unfinished paint job. We finished our Texas project. And now what we're doing is we're trying to finish his Angron for him in his painting scheme, like in his style. So we just put the crown attached to the chest. The arms will fit in. What we can do is maybe some of this patina that he's been doing. Show you guys how that works. He said he used just straight up turquoise, I think. Right here. Go full Miami Vice. Lighted rims. Oh, my mom is out of control. Let's go. I'll fucking do some lighted rims. Hairdo, painted it yourself or need a wrap? Man, I don't know how to paint a car. You think I'm some kind of like next level painting service? So let's take some water and some turquoise. Lower the opacity. Okay. Let's take some of that moisture off the brush. And what we're going to do with this low opacity turquoise is move in to some of these bolts. We're just stippling bolt action right now. And we're going to hit where metal touches metal right here. Let that settle down. Here, metal touches metal. Let it pull up. Stipple in there. Teeth. Just kind of like along the non-existent gum line. Metal touches metal. And we're just trying to match the other metal he's already done on this now that we've hit it with a light oil wash. Bolted Brush, thanks for kicking it with us. Guildmaster, you stored your old 40k models. All you need to do is 2 laureled skull icons to the backpacks for your normal lieutenants. You throw that up and whip. So you say just turquoise with lowering the opacity with water. Take some of the water off the brush and let's go metal on metal right here. Kind of stipple it into that recess. Stipple against that nut. Rotate. So it's going down like a bit of a wash inside the recess, but it's extremely low opacity. So it will be kind of stainy and weird when it dries, which is exactly what I want from a weathering technique like this. I want it to look strange when it dries. Kind of like real life where like moisture is getting captured in certain areas due to gravity and drying unevenly.
So we don't give up.
Let's put a little right here.
So we don't give up. So don't come around here feeling lit. Like a record on rotation, I'll leave you hit. Can't incriminate myself.
You see, he's got it all over. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little artistic license and I'm going to enhance the opacity in a couple of key locations from the prime viewing angle. Like right here. Like where the world is. We'll go a little harder there, break it up so it's not a perfectly even patina. Like deliberately, a couple of pockets of moisture are going to be a little bit more ramped up. See that? And based on what I'm seeing here, it looks more like he went with an insanely thin all-over wash. And I'm going a little bit more directed into recesses and kind of creating that more precise separation. Because I'm like using the weathering tone to create pseudo lines of separation. See that? Just break it up a little bit. especially on the prime viewing angle here. All right. So now we've got a lot better imagery right here. So what we need to do if we want to get further on this project is I'm ignoring the skin right now. Like it doesn't exist to me right now, okay? Let's move to an arm. Oh, where is this? There it is. So he's looking to work on this sword. And the strategy here is we're going to take this big brush and just hit it with the silver using the dry brush. Dark silver. Light, we're just pulling away, rotate. Small brush. I never rinsed this one down. Fuck. We're going to take the bright silver and just kind of send it in there while it's still wet. Kind of just make it a little brighter toward the tip. Okay. Gonna rinse both those brushes down. Okay, so let's move down here. We're gonna take a little silver. I need a little bit more bright silver. Hold on. I'm gonna go with an old school technique right here. Des says, "How are you doing, man?" I'm doing all right, brother. How about you? So we're gonna take some of this silver right here, and we're gonna spread it out into this this guard, which I will paint probably gold. What I'm really focusing on is just kind of smoothing out the silver we laid down already. And an old trick for painting something gold is paint it silver first. Kind of treat it like it's a gray primer, but it's got sparkle paint in it. See, this stuff right here, imagine it's going to be gold. Let's grab some of the dark silver. I'm raw dogging this dark silver right over these chains, going hot and heavy. There's a little bright silver still in the mix. I'm just going to stipple it inside that chain work. Stippling is your best friend for this kind of detail. Now, he's got a wrist guard right here that has chain on it, and it connects to this little spot of chain right here. Just locking that silver in. Using high opacity, low moisture stipple technique. Okay, we're done with that for now. Let's move on to the other hand, which has the big ass axe in it. Just a stag is fine. Need help with painting? Got any tips? I got so many tips, dog. Jimmy Norris, what's up? He's. I think Des says his stuff looks flat. So, what you're seeing here, right? The reason this doesn't look flat is because the dark things are dark and the bright things are bright. It's that simple. You got to make sure the recesses are dark and the edges of things are bright. If everything is just solid colors, but even if it's precisely painted, it will look flat. But you see, you have to, the highlights are, for lack of a better descriptor, on the tops of things, and the dark things, like the washes, are in the recesses. So every little border and every little frame, dark, bright, dark, bright. There's a lot of techniques to make that occur that are cheat codes. So you gotta stick with it. Keep an eye on things. Easy to learn. And right now, I'm painting on somebody else's model right now. So let's see if we can get this axe. So I'm rinsing off my dry brushes right now because they were put away improperly last time. So I just was rinsing them right now. That one really needs a good washing. That's good enough. So, again, a lot of when I'm doing big, broad areas, you'll see a lot of the times I use the big round dry brushes for that stuff. So a little bit more dark silver. So he's got this other axe. We're gonna take dark silver. The big round brush. We're just gonna raw dog it right over, light brush pressure. Push it into all the recesses. A little bit of light stipple in there. I'm not trying to dry brush it I'm just trying to paint it silver right now.
Once a week I turn my cheek and swallow my pride. 'Cause every now and then I see the fear you try to bury.
Switch into the smaller soft round.
I see the panic in your eyes. I've reached the point where I can't stop the pain that I have caused. I'm a victim of my selfish life. A victim
Take some of the bright silver.
caught inside my web of lies.
Send a little in.
A casualty of me and my disease.
Let that chill. Let's grab this number 4. Let's finish out this section right here.
I can't expect you to understand the way I am. I can't expect you to be. I can't expect you to understand the way I am. I can't expect you to be the victim of your life.
Shit. I'm not seeing. There's like a. There it is. Okay, I found it. I was looking for the other greave or the gauntlet.
Someone's chasing a tear, and every other minute gets lost in a year.
We're just raw dogging the silver right over.
And once in a while I feel the shadow of the guilt I'm passing by.
Little bright silver mixed with dark silver.
I feel the shadow of my sins.
And this is the chain that connects his gauntlet to his arm. And we're trying to just use a little bit of a stippling technique to push it into the chain work.
Victim of my hopeless pride. Caught inside my web of lies. A casualty of me and my disease.
I don't know how much of this you even see right here. We're kind of ignoring a lot of things right now. In the build-up phase. Trying to find a spot for this. Now, is this the only dry brush in the office right now? Feel like it is. Okay, this is an old chisel tip. Yeah, that's trash. Oh, yes, I knew there was something in here. My man. Fuck yeah. So what we want to do before we mess with the metal too much, let's let that all settle down. Let's take a look at actually what's on Wyatt's wings. So it looks like black and purple. So let's grab a little black and purple ourselves. Let's see what we got here. My man Recoil the Legend. Here's some black. And some purple. That might be like plum. Yeah, it's like not straight up purple. It'll probably ride. It'll work. So what we're gonna do is take some black, some of this. We're gonna try to create a respectful highlight. Okay, and what we want is to get a lot of this off the brush. We don't want any moisture. So I'm actually painting like the back of this tank real quick. Get some of that moisture off. And I think if we're very gentle here, we'll be able to get a solid highlight going here against the grain. See, it's just a little brighter than what's there. Now we have almost no paint left on the brush, which is what we want. With this kind of technique. So let's repeat this result right here. So black and the plum. More plum. More black. We want to get that moisture off. Same thing, just kind of knocking it all off. Okay. Light brush pressure. Okay. Especially when you're hitting the first few rounds. It's still transferring paint. And we're just being very gentle. Same thing on the inside. Now we can be a little bit more aggressive because we've transferred a lot of the paint off. And we can get it on things now. Because it has a bit of a bone quality to it. It's going to look fine. So now we want to get brighter. More of the purple, less of the black. Just respecting our way up to the highlight. We don't want to get too crazy though. Same thing. Very light. Light brush pressure at all times. Just glide across the things. Just glide across. Don't let it push down hard. Gotta stay perpendicular to the surface. Don't let the sides roll into it. We're just gonna bring a little bit on the center here. Okay. Now, I wanted to get that out of the way. So then I could go back to silver. I'm going to rinse this brush down. Get the paint off of it. These dry brushes are really nice, so definitely make sure you keep them from getting fucked up. The reason they work so well is they're soft and round. You don't want them to get paint dried in them and become hard and round. Let's grab some bright silver. That shit came out sideways. Way too much. So, bright silver. I'm gonna dry brush this sword. And usually you can get a pretty solid result from just silver, dry brush over silver. And I'm being a little aggressive on these like sharp points. So easy. Right here. Get those chains. Get that sword dick right there. See, we're just going straight assembly line mode. Kramus says, I have those Army Painter dry brushes and they shred when I try to clean them. Yeah, those things suck, dude. Get the Monument Hobbies ones. They're like goat hair or something. And I don't know what it is about them, but they always do that to me too. These are synthetic. Use these ones. Or go to Sephora and just look at makeup brushes. But these Monument Hobbies ones are where it's at. All right. So we've got the base of the weapons locked in now, so we can do little details. We got all the dumb dry brushing on the wings sorted, and then now we can start focusing on the micro details and stuff. Put these over here. Try to get this thing done. And so here's the bait. Here's our torso. Looking good. So we'll let all that settle down. We'll do a whip break real quick. I'm gonna put this inside my wet palette. And I'm gonna wash this brush too. So I'm just using water right now to get the metal off of it. And now I'm going to take a quick second to use some of this Masters brush soap, which I prefer the Monument Hobbies one, but I don't see any around here. I'm just going to use that to wash some of that metal out. Let that sit for a second. Wash some of that metal out. Squirt a little water in the lid. And rinse the soap out. I'll let that dry here. See, look at all that metal that's still in there. You see that? All that dark silver that's still inside of here. Let's dump this. Some more water. Look at that, straight up, still in there. I actually have 2 sets of these Kramus. 2 full sets of these that I like. Like having 2 on standby for sure. A lot of times I just take them to the sink too and wash the shit out of them with just running water. Let me take my number 4. I opened this brand new when we got here. So we've been using this number 4 the whole time we're in Texas. This will be a good test. Good control for the number 4. And I also used, we opened up a brand new number 18-0 synthetic. These brushes are in my syllabus. So this is that same brush too. And of the ship says, is that like a blush brush? Oh, you mean the big round one? It's a soft round dry brush. It's very similar to a makeup brush. Soft round synthetic. You don't want like excessively long bristles, but if you like buy these from Monument Hobbies and then go to Sephora and just like walk around, you might be able to buy a pretty solid set of similar brushes. But makeup brushes are not as cheap as I want them to be either, though. We're just cleaning these up because we just did a whole bunch of hot and heavy metallics. So I'm going to also rinse my water before we get back into anything not metallic because we just went pretty hard. Dog Cat Jones. What's up, brother? So we're going to get a nice workout on the brushes regardless. So we did all of this with just the 4 and the 18-0. No other brush. So, and we know that this was about 14 hours of work to do. And then now we're going hard on Angron for, so we'll have a good test. All right, let me get some love and chat from my man Recoil. True legendary supporter of my operation here in the Beats Lab. We are in the Texas Beats Lab. We're still here. We're doing what we can. Wyatt got hit with some bad news. He's still going to be in wound care for possibly up to 2 more weeks. So we're currently working on painting his Angron, which has been sitting here in a sub-assembled state for over a year, taunting him while he was unable to hobby for that time period. So now that we're done with our Texas trip project, we're trying to leave the Beats Lab better than, in a better state than when we got here. So he's gonna have this project complete. I got rid of a bunch of boxes and stuff, tightened up in here. Stompy Jones, what's up, man? What are you into, brother? So I'm going to pop open Discord. Anybody who's new here who doesn't know the situation. We go on Discord. We take a look at what you guys are working on. Let me just bang out this text. All right, we're good. Let's run over to, did I open Discord? Yep. Discord is busted right now. What the hell? All right, here we go. We're locked in. Today. Van Grail? Van Grail, you in chat? Where is my whips? There we go. Dogcat Jones, you get any painting done? Kramis, you find those dry brushes? Working on Sons of Medusa, Adepticon. Sadly, won't be in any tournaments. Taking my time. Oh, you're going to be up on the open tables? Me too, brother. Maybe we get some games in. This is a nice, like, kind of scale model vibe to it. I like that. I like the weathering because, like, the dark stuff is still dark and the bright stuff is still bright. Using the weathering strategies. I'm a big fan of that. Bolted Brush. He dipped out, but he finished his line. Dogcat Jones, now for a few weeks. Landlord, do renovations. I'm a beat slab, pile of furniture, and a dishwasher. Pile of furniture and a dishwasher. That's unfortunate. The BS machine is working on 10x Space Marine Scouts. Got my first tournament tomorrow. Oh, shit. 2v2 8-man team. 2v2 8 team. What? Is it a doubles? Is it a doubles event? It's 8 teams, 2v2. Okay. Let's see. Kramus, you banging out the orc skin? Did you download a lit RPG book for me? What are you listening to? Bolted Brush, killing it. That's what's taking up all your room right now, Dogcat Jones. I feel you, dog. Man, that's obnoxious. The BS machine. Are you guys getting ready for Adepticon? Gonna play in the doubles tournament there? Yo, the Bolted Brush went crazy. Look at this, all these pictures. I wish I had done this while he was still in chat. Fuck, these look so good. Damn it. Ooh. Oh. Kramus, I listened to the first one in 4 days. Yeah, you see? He says, Dungeon Crawler Carl, only listen while painting on book 2. Has that helped a little bit? Dredge.
Yeah, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to
There we go. That's what I like to see.
off the leash. We don't know defeat.
Fuck yeah, that looks so good, Dredge.
Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash.
But ballin'.
Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Can I run up the score, run up the board, breaking them all? Ay, ay, walking the door, you know what?
BS Machine, you wish I have a athlete in travel, hockey and baseball. Heard that. Most Magic says Kramer says I just finished book 2. It's pretty good series. I love it. I've got so many in the pipeline for you, Kramer.
Already finished for this joint, it will begin. When is what I am, I cannot ever pretend. Yeah, never pretend.
Kramus, I reward yourself with an hour of Diablo for every 3 painting. Bro, hell yeah, dude. Good job, man. You guys looking good right here. My man knows the secrets. Dark things dark, bright things bright. Hell yeah, dude. 100% behind that.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know
Recoil says the red faceplates look killer. Yeah, dude. You see, it's like he's got like a nice set of because it's complementary colors, right? He's got the oranges in there too, right?
Pay attention, this is beast mode. Got an edge on the game like a cheat.
So it's God damn it. So it's red and blue, so it's warm and cool, but it's a desaturated blue, so it's not super aggressive. But then he brings the red to orange, which is a direct complement to blue, but because he's like kind of desaturating the blue a little bit, it's not like Denver Broncos, right? So it's really clever complementary colors and warm and cool colors separated by dark lines. That shit is always gonna look fucking hype. 2 cows is coming to Adepticon this year, my man. Always. Gotta run the long war doubles, man.
welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash.
Kramus, 5,500 points of orcs aren't gonna paint themselves.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm
Science.
welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Judge for Life says it's more steps, but I really like the red face mask. More steps? God damn it, Dredge. Why do you make everything take more steps than it has to? Now I'm irritated with you. Now I'm mad at you. I would have painted this face mask red. Then I would have added white to the red and draw all my highlights. Then I would have added more white to that mix and gotten even brighter in the highlights. And then I would have glazed it with transparent yellow. Would have literally been red and white plus a filter. It better not be more steps than that. Scott Fraser. Too much color on the base? Question mark. Fuck no. Can never have too much color. BS machines. I still miss old Dice Check with Magikarp. I still miss ye on old Dice Check with Magikarp. Them dice rolls you did. Legend. I'm good at 40k, dude. He's out of the game now. He posted on Facebook or on Instagram recently, if you caught that. I'm talking to Demeki right now. We got some stuff brewing. Kramus, I pick up Ash Waste for 150 as a reward when I'm done, because apparently I like pain. Flying Monkey says, I am the king of too many steps. It's true. You fucking are. Scott Fraser says, cool, thanks. This is beautiful, dude. That's what I like to see right here. Mo's Magic. Legion Imperialis. Oh my god. Is this going to go with all your Titanicus bullshit, Mo's Magic? Are they the same scale as Titanicus? Like, is this all in the same world? Did you oil wash all this? Or with multi-black? Mo's Magic? Dredge says, I'm mixing colors. Pin wash with greens. Pin wash with greens and heavy metal style highlighting. You do purple. You do like active wash with army painter. Dredge for life. I'm mixing colors. Pin washing with greens. And heavy metal edge highlighting. I know your style, and we've worked on it before. You do a lot of GW style steps, and you're good at precisely executing them. You would benefit from just like a couple of like, not color theory lessons, but like just like opacity filter kind of like discussions. Because you can definitely almost automate a lot of the stuff you do right now. Like through different set of procedures. One sec, guys. Most Magic working on the deets. Is this like an Emperor's Children situation? Because is this like 30k? Is that what the whole world is? Shui. Oh shit! Is that a Demon Prince? One sec. Oh my god. Back. Shui. Chaos Demon Prince, baby. Man after my own heart. I've got like 9 of these guys. Horror loving. Thank you for the follow. What do I think of the flesh? You need criticism? You mean to come in here and crush some dreams? It's good. What are your plans next? What's the next steps? Oh, that's it, Shui. No. You have to do more. This is a solid base coat, dog. But you can do this. You can wait until the end. Shui. Just like paint it like it's done. Like just knock everything out. You know what I'm saying? Paint it all. Paint the fur, the hair, the horns, all that bullshit. Just ignore the skin because there's actually not that much skin. Right? So once it's all done, then we can look at the skin and make an informed decision based on what needs to be darker and what needs to be brighter. You know what I'm saying? So circle back to it. Yeah, sure. That's a good strategy. I mean, that's the next level painting way too. They aren't done, but I finished the bases. Let's see here. This is Titanicus. Wait, did you answer my question? Is this the same scale? Oh yeah, I remember these. These look so sick. I'm feeling that. You know, we have to figure out where Angron's base is at some point, guys. It's under a year's worth of bullshit here, somewhere. Any more whips? Whip it out or forever hold your whip. Let's see here. Nope, we're done.
On your mark, ready, get set, go. I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready. Look at the time. Oh no, I gotta go and get
Back to the grind, Recoil. He gets it.
Top floor, top C, yeah, we big business. Woo, yeah, we in the building. For real. It ain't about how you start, but how you finish. Sprinting to the finish line. Ready?
Recoil. We're back. Okay.
I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready. I hope
Oh, okay.
ready.
Let's move the keyboard out of the way.
I hope I was born ready. I hope y'all ready.
God damn it.
Yeah, we still lit.
Jameson, you're working on your night hunts. Okay. So, Angron torso at this point. And now we've got the big ass arms. We did a little bit of dry brushing on the wings. We've got to get the swords detailed and all these little horns and whatnot. But since we got metallic out right now, let's lock in the sword bullshit. Let's grab a little, just actually stock gold. All right. So remember what I mentioned earlier, Recoil? We got it all in silver because all I'm going to do is take some gold and run it over the silver. And you know, gold has notoriously is notoriously sketchy sometimes with stick. Well, when you lay out the silver first, it kind of sticks to it like it's a gray. You see? And you don't really need to worry too much about coverage. Sab Art Adrill on YouTube says my video about painting elves on horses inspired him to paint his elves. Bro, that video's got to be 7 years old, 8 years old. That's incredible. That see, this is why I don't care about making YouTube videos anymore. Because we get people who show up here on Twitch. Well, actually, he's showing up on YouTube. So we're multi-streaming right now. I've been doing Twitch, Sab, for 7 years. This is my 8th year we're going into. And that's about when I just kind of gave up on regular YouTube content. And I haven't really made anything new for YouTube in about 3 years. Because I've pretty much covered it all, man. You know, when it comes to studio, like, video content, like, yo, this is how we paint this bullshit. This is how we paint that bullshit. You know what I mean? It's kind of all already there. Like, I already did it all. And I kind of found myself in a situation where I was just making shit up. You know what I mean? And I'm like, well, if I'm making shit up, a lot of people got to be making some shit up. You know, because all I'm really doing is just painting what I have and then trying to make it seem like it's a different explanation than the last time I did it. So I just stopped. And then I just went to Twitch where we can do long form and communicate with the audience, and then migrated into education platform, which is my big revenue stream, which is teaching on Patreon. I have a course, a curriculum, everything, syllabus. And right now we're painting this Angron for Wyatt. And what's interesting about it is he already started it. He put it in a sub-assembly, got a bunch of it painted already, and then injured and couldn't hobby on it for over a year, and it just sat there taunting him. And since I'm here in Texas with Wyatt right now since the beginning of the month, finished my project, and then we found ourselves with more time. So now what we're doing is we're painting his Angron for him. I asked him if he was down, and he was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, get that guy done for me." And so we're just going through and doing all the annoying stuff. So you see how the gold just clings to the silver? And it's almost like, think about like how speed paints are, you know, how they work, how value painting works in general. That's all we're doing. Because all the gold is like sparkly yellow. And then all the silver is sparkly gray. So the yellow will stick to the gray. And even if I don't get max coverage, the sparkles will show through the sparkles, right? So it won't desaturate it. It won't like desparklify it. So the whole point of a metallic paint is that it's sparkly. The BS machine followed your Hazard Strike tutorial on the Knight armor panels. Oh, that's fucking awesome, man. So that nonsense is done. This will be silver. The sword dick probably needs to be gold too. So same thing. We're just going to do some heart pulls. And it's okay if we don't get full coverage. Chill. So this one right here. So same kind of thing, but he's got a bunch of skulls in there and shit. And so I think they actually paint that gold and this stuff silver. If I remember correctly. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna water the gold down a little bit. So I'm gonna lower the opacity of the gold, kind of turn it almost into a wash. Okay. And so since it's basically like a speed paint now, right? Where the value structure of the silver is gonna show through a lot. But by moistening up the mix, it's going to give me some good spread. And it's going to preserve some of the dark dry brushing in the recesses. Because we're lowering the opacity. And it's still going to look glittery because the silver is in there, like I said, and that's glittery. We've painted an Angron before too. So keeping it semi-opaque and kind of wet. And Wyatt did some sub-assembly on his. I did not do the sub-assembly on mine. I mean, I did some. I didn't leave the wings off though. We painted him with his arms and wings on. Back to this side. You see now it's drying up. What did I do with mine? Let's take a look. So I did the reverse. It looks like. Or I just painted it all gold. I said fuck it. I just painted it all gold. I didn't give a shit. Maybe that's how they do theirs too. There we go.
Public enemy open one. Stone percent freeze, but they got none. Can I make them say I never had a laser gun? But it's the Jedi tricks of
Corverdie says, late to the game. Are we giving Kenny money to get back home? Yeah. Yep. No. Recoil and Recoil's mom gave me $1,000. I offhandedly mentioned that one of the things I'm doing when I get back is painting my truck because my dad wanted me to. When he already did so much nice stuff for me, I said fine. And then someone was like, well, how much? Templar was like, how much to pick the paint job? And I was like, I mean, it's like $1,000 to paint my truck. So like, I guess if you give me $1,000, you can pick the color because I don't really want to paint it. And then Recoil was like, hot pink, bitch. All right, let's see if we can get the axe dick right here. So again, we're just going to put it on semi-opaque and a little wet. Using just light brush pressure. Right over the silver, it works really well. Painting gold over silver is like easy as shit. It's old school technique. Pretty sure I have a video on it.
Hey, little mama, I ain't seen you in a minute. I don't wanna fall in love. Let me stand up in it. Put it on camera, show all my stamina. Professional, no time for the amateurs. Flashbacks to our last soiree. Doing the foreplay, it tastes like sorbet. Steal your
Recoil says, I never said, quote unquote, hot pink bitch.
assets and your ass petite.
It was implied heavily.
Love until you're fast asleep. Wake you up in the morning, you don't need makeup. And before you cake up at work, we make love. So flexible, so the sex exceptional. Brothers run game, but you're not susceptible. Intellectual, I just love your brain. Scratching on my back while you yell my name. Yeah. Don't stop, girl, you know I don't stop. Don't stop, girl, you know I don't stop. Don't stop, girl, you know
All right, back to this guy.
don't stop, girl, you know I don't stop.
Scredge. Thanks for the follow.
Eat you like cake on my birthday. So delicious. I just want to
Recoil.
body your sweetest candy lady. Let me taste a skittle. Pulling on your hair, spanking your head, looking every square inch of your body.
Love Minnie said hot pink and yellow.
The neighbors say we getting too loud, we don't care.
So, does GW paint these skulls like actual skulls? What do they do here? We made ours like glowing fire skulls. Like on my Angron. Let's take some of this bright silver. I think we can do a little bit better job on this edge here by just kind of roughly hitting it with a tracer. Just trying to make sure we have a nice sharp edge. See, I'm just kind of running a tracer down there. And I'm just letting the bright silver kind of tag some of the raised areas. Here's an interesting phenomenon. When you're doing like edge highlights on metallics, you can be disrespectful. It like lets you. That's right. Love Minis is the one who said hot pink, bitch. Let's just drag some of this bright silver over some of this chain. Make sure you're low moisture though. That's right, Corporate Diet. Scott, you put it in Discord. Let me look. They did it fire. Okay, so I copied them. So I copied GW. So this is GW. That's me. So I definitely copied them for that sword. Okay. So they did that shit glowy. Got it. So for that, what we want to do... Let's take some white. Just a straight up bold titanium white. And let's just paint up in the bitness of these skulls. And the sword in their box art is actually like stone, not metal. And I remember I painted mine the same way. So using an airbrush for that's pretty easy as well. Let's grab a little transparent white recoil. Turn the exposure down. Fuck, which one's transparent white? This one. Transparent white. And I'm shoving this into the nooks and the crannies. Spreading it out. It's not opaque at all, but it helps with getting some good spread in the recesses.
sweater with the leather. I rap better than other rap imitator. All the ladies love me cause I'm a Mac. Never whack, always got a plan of attack.
So when you want to do something like this, your best bet is almost always reset the real estate to white and then bring in your hype glowy colors.
Mad party having, only hits blasting. I just bought a mansion up in Aspen. And if anyone's asking, the only one you need, where else would you want to be? It's me. I'm a K-I-N-G, baby, I'm all you need. In the off-white Rari, baby, we run the streets. I'm a K-I-N-G, West
You want to make sure that white is good and opaque though.
I'm a K-I-N-G, baby, that's all
And the meat of the
I'm a K-I.
paint job. Like you see some of these skulls' eyes are still like black interior. Remove that.
Baby, we run the streets. I'm a K-I-N-G, Westside royalty. I'm a K-I-N-G, baby, that's all you need. I'm a king. Got the party going up. Honey's in the pool, got the
There we go.
big old trunk. I walk around, they give me extra love.
Let that set up for a second.
And get extra hugs.
While that's setting up, let's grab Burgundy.
Look out 'cause they wanna get pushed out. My crew
Not
is
open.
all love to the end. Ride around in the Benz that I cop for my friends. I'm the leader of the gang. My girl loves when I do my thing, pushing grain. 24-inch Lorenzo's what I spend, bro. I'm telling you, my whip game is meant. Taking baby girl out the Honda too.
Is Coal Black True Black Dark Jameson? No, man. It's extremely matte.
Can bring. It's no coincidence that they call me a king. I'm a K-I-N-G.
That's why when you see me using it, I'm almost always mixing it with transparent black.
White Rari, baby, we run the streets.
So I'm gonna take a little burgundy.
Westside royalty. I'm a K-I-N-G, baby, that's all you need.
And that's what I'm gonna paint the exposed grip.
Baby, I'm all you need. In the off-white Rari, baby, we run the streets. I'm a K-I-N-G, Westside royalty. I'm a K-I-N-G, baby, that's all you need. I'm a king.
Just letting the white dry, and I'm trying to stay busy while it's drying. I love burgundy for this. Because when you highlight it and shade it, it looks so good. Judge for Life says, I like coal black. I mix it with my paint wash. This sucks the shine out of the recesses. Hell yeah, it does. A straight matte. That down. All right, transparent yellow. Just brushing the transparent yellow right over this shit. So basically ultra yellow. Okay, switch it back out. So I'm going to take a little white, mix with the yellow, and I'm just going to tag some stuff. With some stipples. So it's just like a white yellow. I'm not really trying to make it a realistic kind of situation. It's like demon skulls like ripping open and fucking glowing. It's not realistic. You know, I'm just giving it some volume. That's all. You know, we could try this. Remember, Wyatt wanted us to use this red ink. So I'm kind of feeling like this, we could use it. Remember, he was like, it's crazy. This one's called Flame Red. Remember Wyatt? That was the first day. He was like, you should try that shit. So fuck it. I have a suspicion that this shit is wild as fuck. So I have a suspicion I can take this ink and I can kind of just force it into the little recesses. So let's see. Using just a heart pull. I'm raw dogging this ink. Take some water. And I'm going to stipple up against it with some pure water. So we used the ink that Wyatt said that we should try. I mean, it's great. It is pretty intense. The camera's not doing it justice. Rhea Prey holding it down for the bros.
The countryside, burning the peasants, burning all the people, and the thatched roof cottages.
Yo, Rhea Prey, my man. Rhea Prey, I'm doing the same thing on this side. I'm trying to put it in these little recesses. There's a little water in the mix now, so it's dispersing ahead of schedule. Because my brush is still slightly wet now. But let's take more water, and we're just going to stipple up against and disperse. I guess a lot of the chat from man Rhea Prey. So now let's go back to the yellow. And white. And touch a couple of things here and there. I'm gonna hit a couple of little edges on the sword itself. Using just a little tracer technique. And so we're kind of hitting that inner rim. High opacity, low moisture. Like it's just peeling open, revealing some bullshit inside there. Same thing right here. We're just touching some things. Too easy. About 2.5 minutes left. Feeling that. And I think the only thing I would do is maybe take some actual orange. Because, you know, we just wanted to try out that ink. Why it was like, yeah, that shit's crazy. So I'm going to take some straight up orange, lower the opacity, and I'm going to use that to just kind of orange up some of the area between the red and the yellow a little bit better. Because we have plenty of orange in here because of how the red interacted with the yellow. But now I'm just sending some actual orange in to really help that saturation. And I'm going to bring a little bit of this onto the metal part of the sword where we just put that little edge highlight. There you go. And where was our GW version? So you see, that's about all they did on theirs. Now on mine, I made mine. Oh, what's up? You see the one I did from this one right here? So I actually went in a little bit more aggressively and made it sling out. GW kept it kind of tight inside there. And that's kind of, and we're going a step more, like more simple, where we're keeping it not only inside there, but we're also keeping the blade silver. Fuck, there it is. So, pretty simple technique right there. And we got to use the red ink, so that's fun. Hell yeah. So, I mean, based on our timeline here, I think we're going to finish this Angron for white. Like, I think it's going to get done. I wasn't sure because I thought, before we thought he was checking out, like, today. Okay, let me write some names down. So, big money support today. $223. Recoil. I gotta do something special for you guys. You win all the promos. I always do. Top tier. What do we have? A Money in the Bank? Yeah, you just took it. That's a Money in the Bank. And I'm gonna give away class credits. Reappraise, what ink was that? Dollar Rowney? Oh, hold on, let me show you. This? I've never heard of it. I don't know. This? Daler? First place goes to second place, Recoil says. Alright, so Reappraise. Wait, Reappraise literally snuck into second place? Money in the Bank for Reappraise. It's literally, yeah, it's fire red. Flame red. And all of you guys will get a class credit. And I don't have my bot. How do I give shit away without my bot? Is there another means of which to do this? Streamlabs gotta have something. How do I get one of those you sign up thing? You know, how do I make it so you guys can just sign up? Okay, there's a wheel. I think we tried this before, and it does work. It's just, I don't know. It's just, it takes a second. Yeah, how do I get you guys in on this? Okay, I can spin the wheel. Yes, I know. But how do I get you guys to do it? Okay, so the wheel's not the thing. I'm looking, Russ. Widgets. Let's see. No, because I think they technically don't want us doing raffles, so I don't think they offer one just to stay out of trouble. So that, I mean, isn't there like a thing they do in Streamlabs though for that shit? Browse widget themes. No. Russ, yeah, you know, I might have to save this till I get back. Because I think that the whole idea here is that, like, Streamlabs is, like, stays pretty vanilla whitewash with it all. Because I don't want to break rules. So I don't think they have a method for signing up, like a keyword raffle. Yeah, I don't think they offer that support. Stay out of trouble. Okay, we'll just have to do the raffle later. Fuck. Alright, let me get some strong. Let me just get some hype in chat for Recoil. Recoil, that was truly an unexpected donation. Shout out to Templar for even floating the joke. And shout out to Recoil for his legendary support and Recoil's mom. I appreciate you guys. That is a crazy generous thing. And I appreciate you guys to the bottom of my heart. You know, with all the, you know, with everything that's happened in the last 7 months now, you know, it's been one thing after another, but I'm getting more and more close to stability, you know what I'm saying? Like in my life, getting out of debt, you know, the half a year journey that has been separating myself from the past, and we're getting closer every day. And support like this, thank you. So let's get out there. Let's do a raid. Friday. That's Love Minis always says Wicked on Fridays, I believe. Thank you, Recoil. I love you too, man. We're gonna get this raid sorted, then I'm gonna shoot back over to Wyatt, bring him some dinner. See how he's doing. Okay. The raid is queuing up, guys. Bring the length, the girth, the positivity on over to Wicked. Let's get this thing going. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm going to try to get this Angra done. I'm going to go talk to Wyatt about what he wants to see from it. I think he's pretty, like, I don't care. The fact that it will be done and I can play my World Eaters is all I care about. So I don't think he really cares what we do. Meaning we can do some dumb shit if we want. Boy, you're a good man, Charlie Brown. This guy. Don Jameson, I don't think he gets that. All right, guys. Thank you for your support as always. I literally can't do this thing without you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And as always, until we meet again, play on, players.